We pulled a 13 out of 50 for the heat race. Let's see how it goes. I've been having a couple issues there on the driver's side. I can't make any more excuses because we got that amazing Motor City GMC crate in there. But I think we're gonna do a little bit better this time. I'm hoping. So let's see how it goes. I'm excited. Hold on.
Looking for their first win here in 2024.
Back from the heat race, and I just watched the video. That was a lot closer than I thought it was. Oh, that was a little bit scary. So, but it was also kind of fun. I had a fun time on that heat race. I feel like I couldn't turn, but then I watched the video for turn 3 and 4, and I actually did pretty good, shockingly. So, I don't know. Maybe it's driver error? I don't know. We'll have to see, but. Well, I just came back from pill draw, and I got a 1. I'm kidding, I got a 1-0. We're starting on the 5th row outside, and you know what? Maybe that's just how it goes. So what did we just discover? Something pretty crazy, right? I haven't been able to turn recently, and we were thinking it's me, which it partially is me. Partially me, but now I have a little bit of leeway to blame on the car.
Well, it has 0 stagger on the front. You can't get a lot of stagger. You can't get a lot of stagger on these cars because they're stock tires and stuff. But you can get stagger using older tires that have been wore out a little bit. So you went from having 0 on the back, and actually for some reason we got a 1/2 inch reverse on the front. That's no good. So put about a 1/2 inch now of stagger on the front and the back. It should be a lot better.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. Don't spin out.
That should be make it looser, right?
It's gonna turn it. And
okay.
so I think we're gonna
because it hasn't been turning. Like I used to be able to go around the corner, And it would turn by itself pretty
the
much.
cross should be about the same because we lowered the left rear and the left front, so that should they should cross each other out. So I'm not expecting the car numbers that we have to change much, but I am expecting it to turn more. So you're going to have to think about that.
You already know it is time for some American stock racing. And you know what? The last couple races, as I've said before, I did not do that well. But after figuring out some of the issues that have been going on with the car, the stagger part, I know it's mainly me. Let's not be lying here. It was mainly me, but that kind of made me feel like, okay, it's not completely me, so I felt a little bit more confident. One thing you might notice is usually people are running the very bottom, but there was a weird coat of like dusty, sandy dirt where you couldn't run it. If you went through it, it's like going through the marbles. Like you just go straight through it, and it did not work at all. It really did not. There we go. First yellow, and we're going restart action. I believe I was up to 8 here. And at the very beginning of these races, you're just trying to get forward. That's the main thing. That's one of the main things with the American stocks. You need to move up as fast as you possibly can, or else you're duking it out with the same guys for the rest of the race. And you can get stuck. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's pretty much fast here. But it's harder when you're racing against someone side to side because you're not able to run your best line usually. But you know what? I genuinely have an awesome time racing with a lot of these drivers. There's a lot more advanced drivers now, like Roger Holder racing actively. We also have Riche Childress, Nick Spainhauer. These guys are all super good race car drivers. And like I've always said, when you race against good drivers, you learn how to be good, just like them. We got a little bit of space, and look at that one car darting up, passing like 2 cars at once. That was crazy. But I did try a whole bunch of different lines. We're having some signature mom style camera action here. But I did try to do different lines. I will say, by the end of all this, Highline was where it's at. This was the second main event, so there was still some water on the track. And the bottom just wasn't that fast, especially with all that weird sand. But you can see I just went through, and it kind of pushed me up. It's like you're entering too low and coming off too high. Even though you're doing a normal line, that's just how the sand made it work. And it was, I don't know, it was funky. The top 8 cars in this class any one of them can win at any moment. And it's honestly, I wish I could watch this race from the stands. It's legit. I would love to see this action. I don't know. I want to stay. I mean, I'm at a point where I like the American stocks. It's super fun, but I also want to try different things. But at the same time, there's so many people getting these cars. They're the biggest class in Bakersfield by far. And you get, so I don't know. I do miss my original first car, though, I won't lie. I miss that old Medusa. Kind of got sandwiched there. My mom told me that I started spinning out and he kind of caught me. I didn't think that was the case. I think I just kind of angled it, but it's up for debate. And then kind of got sandwiched in between them, and then just a whole bunch of contact. It was more of a racing deal. I mean, they were almost 5 wide right there. That's when it gets exciting, when you start going 3 wide, especially if you're in the middle. Oh my God, you're like, what is going to happen here? you might have just saw that one car bounce. That is because there's a huge rut in turn 1 and 2. There's a huge rut in turn 1 and 2, and you'll hit it, and then it'll kind of like make your steering all weird, and you'll start going towards the wall. It's a little bit weird. I made the mistake of keeping going through it when I should have been trying a different line to go around it. Rocking the bottom. Man, I watch these races, I'm like, Sonny, why didn't you go up to the top? Or why didn't you pick a different lane? It's so hard not to critique yourself when you're doing these types of, rewatching this type of racing. But, oh, look at that, our smoke screen is back. That's nice. So that actually has something to do with the transmission, which, I don't know if the seal just isn't pushed down all the way. I think that's what it is. But we've got a yellow going. And here we go, racing action. Let's get this going. This was a pretty competitive American stock race. It was hooked up racing, so a lot of people were fast. And there is kind of lines everywhere. What is it, one lane racing where you can't go on the bottom or you can't go on the top? I kept pushing up. So I'm currently battling for 4th with Spain Howard in the 40 car. It's been pretty close racing. Me and that 40 car were side by side the entire race. Even in the heat race too, as you saw. There we go. We finished it off with a 5th. Considering our luck from the last couple of races, I will take this. We're out of the race. We got to do that Grapevine MSP damage report because there is quite a bit. So let's take a quick walk around. We're going to go over here. Look at this. Look at this. You know, on my first race, or my first racing year, I went through 3 nose pieces. So that makes me a little bit nostalgic. I'm ready to order some new ones off the Speedway. Let's go around. This has been trashed, but I don't know. I think it might have got a little bit wear and tear. Let's go around. Shockingly, this is not caved in. And this is a different story. This is caved in. We got the sticker going up. But it didn't go all the way through. You're good. Let's keep going. Now here's the fun part. Get ready, but don't get too excited. Oh, the nose piece is messed up over here too. This side is the bat wing. Dang. We had the full bumper exposed today, but you know what? That just makes it a little bit more personal, you know? Personable, it gives it a little bit of personality when it's coming through the corner. You're like, dang.
It's smiling.
I don't know if it's smiling, but it's like, car has some, you know, traumatic memories.
Yep.
We're not just done yet. We're not done yet. We got to do our All-American Glass Lucky Break brought to you from the amazing people at All-American Glass. I think our lucky break was catching the weird stagger we had, where it was like, it was just like funky. And I've been having a hard time turning. Partially it was me, unfortunately. I can't blame the car fully. But now I can turn and it doesn't like drive up coming off the corner, you know, it's not pushing, so that's really cool. And hopefully it goes better in the long run. I feel really confident in this car now. So now the driver has it together and the car has it together. Now we just got to take it to the front. A bit of the aftermath after the races. In the sunlight, I got both sides of the bumper exposed. Pretty awesome. Dad, I'm gonna go over there. What are your after race thoughts? We're cleaning up the track. I mean, we're cleaning up the shop right now. It's a little bit messy. But what's your after race thoughts?
Hard racing, new nose piece.
One more word to summarize it.
Just hard racing, dude.
Hard racing.